So I think we're all watching our pennies these days. And when it comes to Christmas decorations, they can run a lot of money. On today's video, I'm going to show you how to make cheap Christmas decor and crafts. Not frugal, not inexpensive, not discounted. I'm saying cheap, and there's no other word for it. I can't wait to show you what you can make. Hi, I'm Bonnie Overman. I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope my channel will inspire you to lead a more productive, creative, and stylish life at any age. Always on a budget, and that's what this is about. And you know I'm 70. If I can do it, you can do it too at any age. I want to thank all my subscribers. You guys mean the world to me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. You don't want to miss my countdown to Christmas and all the great videos I have planned for next year. And if you like this, give it a thumbs up. So how are we going to do this so cheap? Well, you can do it for almost nothing if you have a book that you want to just get rid of or throw away. But you can buy a book for $1 at the Dollar Tree, and we're going to take the pages out of here. Now I'm going to show you how to use stamps and actually make it look like scrapbook paper, but you don't have to do that. You can just use the book pages themselves, and we're going to age the edges a little bit. So how are we going to make decor out of this? Well, we are going to take and cut leaves out of it. We can cover a cone tree. We can also make a wreath out of it. We can do a table runner. We can make a placemat. We can make napkin rings. And we can make the cutest little ornaments ever. Look how cute that is. And banners. And then we can use that same paper and make tags and gift bags and treat bags. It just goes on and on and on out of this one little book. That's a good price to me. So without further ado, let's see how cheap we can be and make the most expensive looking Christmas decor for our home. I hope you love it. I hope you get inspired, and I'm going to see you in the next video. So welcome to my cheap Christmas crafts. This is all made out of book paper, and what I want to do is I want to start at the very beginning here. So you can see this is one of the books I got from Dollar Tree. It's $1, lots and lots of pages, and I rip out those pages from the book. Now this is a short picture of the page. So I glue 2 pages together. That's really important for strength. Now all you have to do here is to age it with some ink, and this is what I use. It's distressed ink in ground espresso, and I use a dabber. So this is what the page looks like, and I trim the edges because you want writing on the pages, okay? Now, I take it one step further. Now, if you don't have these things, you don't have to go out and buy them. But I've used several stamps on the pages. This is Stampers Anonymous. This is, I don't know what this one's called. I think it's just postcard. So this has all these postcard stamps on it. You can take your plain page here. Now this has been distressed. And then when I turn it over, this is what it looks like when I have stamped very irregularly and very lightly on this paper. Now from there, we're going to cut out shapes. Now you can see there's the plain side. Here's my leaf shape. And all I did is I made a couple patterns. This is my leaf shape here. It's like a teardrop. And then I made a holly shape also. Okay. So here's the plain paper. And you guys, you can make everything with this. Okay. These little leaves. Here's one of the little toppers I made for this. So on this one here, I made like a little poinsettia. It's got those leaf shapes, only smaller. I cut smaller leaf shapes. And you can see I just glued them to a piece of paper. Added a star with some glitter on it and a silver center to it. It would look more like a poinsettia if I did the 3 little red balls in the center. Now I'm going to show you a bunch of other things that I have in progress. So with this leaf shape, you can see I'm starting to make a placemat, and I'm going to show you what that looks like in just a minute. And on the same leaf shape, I'm going to cover this whole paper mache cone tree with them. Now I made these ornaments for my tree. So these are the book pages, and you can see I've stamped them and torn them into pieces and just glued them on a piece of cardboard. That's all that is. Then I took my marker and went across here and did stitching, and I gathered a piece of the paper here with a star and twine on it. Now what I recommend you do, make them reversible. This is very kind of shabby chic looking. On this side, why don't you cover it in maybe a plaid or paint it to look like whitewashed wood? Then you could have two different looks for your ornaments. And then here's a Christmas tree done in the same way. And anytime you have an object you're trying to cover that's larger than the book page, that's when you tear it apart. And you can see it's just torn. And then I went over with my distressing ink and just kind of distressed it. Again, that's a piece of cardboard. Here's a tag I made. You can see it's just that same book paper with some of the postcard stamps on there. Isn't that adorable? And it's on a piece of Kleenex box. Now I would cover the back so it doesn't look like that, but this is pennies, literally pennies. Now what else can we do with them? Now stay tuned to the end because I'm going to show you my napkin ring and my placemat. I'm going to show you the whole thing here and a table runner, okay? So here's a piece of paper that, again, I aged and stamped and rounded the edges. And I just made a cute little wreath to go on top with a red gingham bow. And then I love this because this is my little holly one, okay? So I took, and I know there's supposed to be 3 leaves on holly, but I did 4. Anyway, those are just plain papers. This is some scrap paper I had. I just glued it all together. I made this little centerpiece out of scraps of tarp. And what an adorable little gift bag that is. Now, I told you also to make a banner out of these. Now, this is book pages just cut into this particular shape. You can do a pointy shape if you want, or squares or whatever. And I just aged it, stamped it, and I put the little stars on there with twine. Let me show you, it's reversible. Look how cute. This is the other side, you guys. The other side was stamped. This side is not. It's got the page on there. All I did is I took these that I got at Hobby Lobby, these pipe cleaners, and I just cut pieces and glued them on the top. And then I aged it really good. I put joy. And then I made these little tiny candy canes to go on each bottom of the little banner. I just thought that was so, so cute. All right, now I want to show you a table runner, a placemat, and a napkin ring I've made. Now, here's an idea for a table runner. You guys, this is very casual, okay? Make sure there's no bad words also when you get these books. But now, I just kind of tape this together. But what I would do is I would just lay it. I like the randomness of how it's laid down. Imagine if you had a little Christmas book club dinner or social or something. Imagine making a table runner out of this. How cute. Now, you could also take... these and you could age them like I have the other pieces. And if you wanted to get really fancy, you could actually come back and add leaves all along the sides here, or stars or some type of thing. But I think that looks really cute. Okay, here's the beginning of my placemat. So I just took a cardboard piece here, glued burlap on it, and I just took some of these leaves and glued them around the edge. Now, some of these I'm getting a little fancy with, and I'm putting silver glitter on. It's coming out gold. I don't know why. But this is silver glitter. And so when you see when I have the charger on and the plate, look how cute that's going to look. So I have a charger, I have my dishes, and look at the adorable napkin ring I made. Now this shows how fancy you can start to get with this, because when you look at that, that looks like actually scrapbook paper. You know, it doesn't look like it's a book page. But all I did is I took, you know, these napkin rings that I have here out of burlap, and I just took 3 leaves, and I put a little Mod Podge around the edge and put glitter on them. You can do any color you want to. Glued those 3 leaves together. And then what I did is I took some of the filler from Dollar Tree and put the same glitter on these 3 balls. So you can make anything from a tree to a banner to a gift bag to ornaments to actual tags. I hope you guys like this. I hope you got lots of ideas and you'll pick up that book for $1 at Dollar Tree and make all these beautiful, expensive looking crafts. All right, I hope you love it. I hope you got inspired, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye.